Welcome, Jebel Ali. In this tutorial, we're going to start our first app using Thunkable. Now, you should have searched for Thunkable and signed in using your Jebel Ali account, and you should see a screen that hopefully looks similar to this, but without all these apps that I've created. Now, what we're going to do first is create a new app. So I'm going to click on the plus sign here, and I'm going to give my app a name. I'm going to call it Joke App. Joke Me App. That's a good name for the Joke Me app. And then just click here, and then you've got category. You don't have to worry about the category. You can just go down here and click on create, and that will take you to the Thunkable interface, which looks like this. Now, on the left hand side, this section here is where it displays all the different components you can add to your app. We'll look at those a little bit later. This section here shows you the screens that you've created. At the moment, you've only got one screen. And on the right hand side here, you've got the settings for each of those components and for your screens. And this is basically the app where you place all the different components. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give our first screen a name. So here's my screen, and if you click on it, you'll see that you get a pen. So click on there, then you can rename, and I'm going to call it home screen. Now, when you click away, you'll notice that the name changes here. So let's get started by, we're going to decorate the back of the home screen. Okay, so the background color. So I've clicked on home screen, and background color can be chosen just here. At the moment, it's set to nothing, just blank. So I'm going to click on there, and then you see that you've got a color picker. You can go through all these and choose yourself a nice color for your background. Keep it maybe quite light. So there is my background color. So when I click on here, that's the background color you will get. Okay, next we're going to add our first component. Now, do you remember pixel art? Now, what I'm going to do here, if you look, I've created an image in pixel art. So remember pixelart.com, and I added a text box and I created the logo for my app. So I downloaded it, and now I'm going to insert it onto my Thunkable app. And the way you do that is you need to add an image component. Now, components are down here, and here is the image component. So what I'm going to do here is simply click and hold and drag and drop. And there is my component. So I can increase the size by dragging the handles, and it has a little line down the middle, so it usually tells me where I'm centered. So I'm going to put my image there. Now, obviously, there's nothing showing there at the moment because I haven't uploaded my image that I downloaded onto the computer. So to do that, make sure you're clicked on the image and you're going over here where it says picture. And at the moment, it says no file source. That means it hasn't been given an image yet. So I'm going to click on there and go down to where it says upload file. So click on there, and then you need to find the image that you've downloaded from pixel art. So I'm clicking on it once. It's called Joke Me, and then I'm going to click on open. And you'll see that it's saying asset added and the name of that image. And it will be stored in what we call this placeholder. That's where the image is going to show. And now, so what I'm going to do now is show you how you can preview your app inside the Thunkable on the computer. You'll also be shown how to preview it on an actual device, but I'm going to show you how to show it on through Thunkable on while we're working. So just up here, I'll just zoom in here. You've got the preview button just there. Okay, so whenever you want to see your app, just click on there. It's called Web Preview, and you'll see it in your screen. Okay, and it should, there you go, it's showing my app that I've added to my app. Now, to go back to your editing mode, you just click on the back to editing here. So that's how I'm going to display my logo. Next, I'm going to add a button. Now, this button will enable me to go to the next page or navigate to the next page of my app. So there's the button tool here, or the button components. I'm going to drag that onto my app and place it at the bottom, and you'll see that it's a new component that's been added to my home screen because it's listed underneath, and it says button 1, and I'm going to rename that here. Okay, this is the part that where you rename your components, so it makes it easy for them to be coded. So I'm going to click on the pencil here. I'm going to delete button 1. I'm going to call this button now stop. So when I click away, you'll see that nothing happens to the button here, but it's named on this section here. You'll see later why I did it. So at the moment, it doesn't say anything here, but I want it to say start on top of the button here. So this time, I click on it and go over to the right side to the settings. So I'm going to delete the word start. You see that it's deleted from here. And I'm going to, delete the word button. I'm going to add the word start. Okay, when I click away, you'll see that it's now displayed start here. Now you can change the text color by clicking here. So you can add a completely different color if you want for the text. Okay. And also you can change the background color, which is just here. You may want to change the background color to something a little bit more interesting. And also you can change the font size, which is just here. You can use the arrows here to increase the font. And now you may have to increase the size of your button by dragging the handles like that. So that is my start button I've added to my home screen along with an image. Okay, and that is how you get your home screen for your app to display an image and a button. And I will see you in the next tutorial where we will create the next page that will have our jokes displayed on it. Okay, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial.